Hello, my name is I-Dec Goh. I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Cambridge in the Department of Architecture. Before I proceed with the presentation, I must address my background as it helps orient my study and progress. Being trained in architectural design, my focus on architectural research is on design processes. I have recently survived my first year viva, and as such, my research is still in its preliminary stage. Therefore, I seek advice regarding alternative ways to approach my research as I begin data collection. The working title for my dissertation is Bias-Mitigated Data-Driven Facade Design Generation of Social Housing in Singapore using Thermal Imaging Information. This research aims to disentangle the designer's aesthetic subjectivity to the occupant's objective solar needs in building facades. The context of this research is Singapore's social housings and using machine intelligence to iterate solutions developed from on-site thermal imaging data. The theory of form versus function would suffice as a parallel argument for the occupant's need versus the designer's wants. These will be the dimensions of objectivity and subjectivity that define the boundary of the project. The research hypothesizes that the occupant's actual solar needs are significantly unrealized when prioritizing the facade's aesthetic qualities. Therefore, this thesis leans positively towards the architectural theory of function rather than form, and could reiterate that form should follow function in architectural facade designs of social housings in Singapore. Even in present architecture, the age-old theoretical argument of form and function is hard to avoid. Form often supersedes function to enhance marketability in architectural design. Form is closely linked to subjectivity based on producer outset bias, while function looks more objectively towards the user and needs of the design product. Unfortunately, this oversight of producer-user design hierarchy in high-rise housing is evident in Singapore. The design preference in a building's form to its functionality is apparent in existing social housings that adopt architectural styles unsuitable for warm and humid climates. Hence, the functional solar needs of the occupants are often not well considered when prioritizing aesthetics, such as the abundant use of facade glass as opposed to heat-preventive materials. Simulation and thermal imaging will be taken from 6 existing social housings in Singapore, selected based on 3 prominent architectural styles since its development in the 1960s. These are Art Deco, Brutalist, and Contemporary. Analysis of chronologically maturing buildings will account for design aesthetic and stylistic changes over 2 decades and occupants' interventions based on their solar preferences after initial wear. Finally, conducting case studies of different architectural styles considers the decades of stylistic adoptions architects have taken to social housings in Singapore. Each building will be studied against the island's general climatic conditions over 3 months to collect incident solar radiation data over monsoon and non-monsoon seasons, accounting for changes in the occupant's use. Data collected will be used to teach rule-based machine intelligence to generate objective prioritized facade designs. The aim is to establish a synergistic and sustainability prioritized approach of intersecting objective design and subjective aesthetics in social housings in Singapore. The selection of thermal imaging for data collection is an alternative to surveying households considering the current world crisis. It also favors an objective collection of post-occupancy information that mitigates bias that may arise between surveyor and occupant surveyed. I appreciate your attention and thank you for this opportunity to be part of the 2021 World eCAADe PhD workshop.